caught my eye, but it always ended in goodbye. Cowboys that drink Texas dry, Lord knows I have a type. That's what I thought when I first saw him. A future heartache just walked in, but something changed when I looked into his eyes. He took me by surprise. I told myself I'd keep my guard up, but now I just can't get enough of that bad boy, good man, love and touch with callous hands. Little crazy, calls me baby, drives me wild like nobody else can. That bad boy, good man. Saturday, he's a night on the town. Yeah, he knows how to burn it down. Come Sunday morning, he's sitting in a pew. Got Southern charm through and through. That bad boy, good man, love and touch with callous hands. Little crazy, calls me baby, drives me wild like nobody else can. That bad boy, good man. I know he won't let me down. Yeah, I'm so happy I found me a bad boy, good man, love and touch with callous hands. Little crazy, he calls me baby, drives me wild like nobody else can. That bad boy, good man, love and touch with callous hands. Little crazy, calls me baby, drives me wild like nobody else can. That bad boy, good man. Bad boy, good man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Monday, I was dragging like a rusty old wagon. Tires all flagging, got it down back. This late night red eye overtime habit. Tuesday, Wednesday, no better. Thursday, felt like forever. This struggle bus gotta lead to something. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a past blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance. Staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. Put my lips on a long neck, drink a little of my paycheck. Jackpot jukebox when I hear that throwback. George Jones takes me way back like a Kodak, and I'm smiling 'cause you're right on time. And finally, hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a past blue The work weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst tattoo and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance, staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The weekend really gets me in the mood. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you.
That is our Friday anthem song for New Music Friday on the Tim Kelly Show. Her name is Shayna G. That is called Hello Friday. Got to introduce her at Freedom Jam USA last September the 30th. She is fantastic. Thanks for the great music, Shayna G. And Brandy Balin, another talented young lady from Texas, getting us started off tonight with her latest single called Bad Boy, Good Man. Well, that describes me perfectly, right? I'm a good man, and I've got some good music tonight on this New Music Friday. Couple of great interviews too. My great Canadian friend Jim Jacobs is going to be here for our second radio interview. Then in hour number 2 at the bottom half, my good friend Crystal King from Nashville, Tennessee is going to join us on the program as well. The Tim Kelly Show is broadcasting live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We are live on our website at KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Just hit that Radio Boss player for the live shows. If the countdown timer above that is zeroed out, we should be live on the air right there on Radio Boss, and all of the other formats play the recorded shows, which you can listen to over and over again. I want to give a big shout out to all of the other radio stations that also play this show, like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, devilscountryradio.com, radiotheking.be, that is also from Belgium, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, LakeParadiseRecords.net, a Sony Orchard record label. We are also on CanyonStar.tv, and we are on podcast formats like iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Pandora. All of those links are on our website on the homepage of KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. We also at the bottom have our live interview schedule there. If you don't see yourself and you're an artist I play on the radio, let's connect again. If we haven't interviewed before, hit me up by email. That is IndieCountryRadio@yahoo.com. This next artist has a duet with Jesse Keith Whitley, the son of Keith Whitley and Lori Morgan. I also had the pleasure of meeting him at Freedom Jam USA. It's a duet with Eric Lee Bedingfield. It is called Taste the Whiskey, and the video to it is on ICTV, Indie Country Television. Here's the song right now on The Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
This hustle down on Broadway ain't what I came here to find. What happened to those steel guitars crying 3/4 time? All I wanted was a country song mixed with a 90 proof, an old jukebox and a smoke-filled bar that drops the needle on the truth. Playing way more Wayland on those grooved out 45s. Feel the chill of Hank Williams on that cold December night. Something that sounds as lonesome as chiseled in stone. Yeah, I want to taste the whiskey on an old Keith Whitley song. With heartache and tears of the common man, our heroes rode in Cadillacs and played in fire those footlights. Feel the pain in Haggard's voice when he sings me back home. Yeah, I wanna taste the whiskey on an old Keith Whitley song. Well, I miss those good old days. Hell, I miss those good old songs. You don't know just how good you got it until it's good and gone. What I'd give to hear the possum rock that Ryman stage tonight, or ride the tracks with the man in black and help stomp out those footlights. Yeah! Feel the pain in Haggard's voice when he sings me back home. Yeah, I wanna taste the whiskey on an old Keith Whitley song. Yeah, I wanna taste the whiskey. Yeah, I wanna taste the whiskey. Yeah, I wanna taste the whiskey on one of my daddy's songs. ELP, what's that, Jesse? They don't make them like this no more, brother. No, they don't, buddy.
I think my daddy would approve.
I sure hope so, man.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
You won't find me on the front pew every time the church doors open, or walking around with a Bible in my hand. But I've hit my knees, I've made my peace, and I know where I'm going. And one day I'm gonna meet the man. Please don't get me wrong, 'cause I'm no better than the rest. But there's just a simple question that we need to ask ourselves. What would we do if God got the blues? If he threw his hands up in the air, looked down and said he didn't care, or we asked for forgiveness and he refused, tell me, what would we do if God got the blues? Can you see a small child praying? Now I lay me down to sleep, and the good Lord turned a deaf ear to it all. Or a man who with his last breath said he's finally seen the light, but when he closed his eyes, the dark was all he saw. No, I don't mean to scare so, or put no one to shame, but the way this world's been going, don't it make you stop and think, what would we do if God got the blues? If he threw his hands up in the air, looked down and said he didn't care, or we asked for forgiveness and he refused, tell me, what would we do if God got the blues? Tell me, what would we do if God got the blues?
He makes great traditional country music, as you can tell by that song. The latest single from my good friend Lee Sims from Colorado. It is called If God Got the Blues. He will be live with Tim Kelly on May the 30th on a Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show, and it is sure great to have Triple Play Thursday back. If you missed it, last night's show was huge. We had special guest John Berry and Mo Bandy on the program. That is playing all over social media right now and all over our streaming formats on our website like iHeartRadio and Spotify and Amazon Music and all of those. So go check that one out. But I look forward to speaking with Lee Sims again. It will be our second great radio interview. I'll soon be speaking with this gentleman as well. His name is Chase Stevens from Canada, and his latest single is called A Head Start on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
I hear people say the good Lord is coming down to make things right. I don't know if that's true or when it would happen, but we can make changes starting tonight. Let's try a little kindness, spread a little peace and love, leave hatred behind us, let the goodness rise above. If we all join in together, we can make light of the dark. Let's give God's plan a head start. I dream of a day the world comes together and people can love whoever they choose. No more bombs, no more guns, no more children dying. It's all in our hands in what we do. Let's try a little kindness, spread a little peace and love, leave hatred behind us, let goodness rise above. If we all join in together, we can make light of the dark. Let's give God's plan a head start. How many times will we go down this road? How many times will we fall? You'd think by now we'd have it figured out. There'd be peace on earth for all. I hear people say the good Lord is coming down to make things right. I don't know if that's true or when it would happen, but we can make changes starting tonight. Let's try a little kindness, spread a little peace and love, leave hatred behind us, let goodness rise above. If we all join in together, we can make light of the dark. Let's give God's plan a head start. Let's give God's plan a head start.
Listening to New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Daddy's face, proud of his girl from Carolina. I can smell my grandma's cooking at least a country mile away, and tears still fill my eyes every time I pass by Daddy's grave. Lord, it's good to be back home. Nothing on earth's quite the same. Driving down these old familiar roads in the Carolina rain. home. Carolina rain. Lord, it's good to be back home again. Carolina rain, raining down on me like a long lost friend. Oh, the wind, she calls my name like the sound of a long lost train. Carolina rain. Oh, the wind, she calls my name like the sound of a long lost train. The North Carolina rain.
Her name is Lee Newton. She is making her radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show with her latest single. It is called Carolina Rain, and you can check out the great video to that song on our TV channel. That is ICTV, Indie Country Television, at the top of the homepage of KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Just hit that ICTV tab. Well, it's almost time for our first radio interview tonight. Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world on a New Music Friday. And our special guest tonight is my good friend Jim Jacobs from Canada. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic, and thanks for doing the radio show tonight. I sure appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Born in Hagersville, Ontario, raised in Smoothtown on the Six Nations of the Grand River. How about that?
Yeah, that's always been my home. You know, spent some time in Nashville that was home for a little while, but this place will always be home here.
Yeah, that is awesome. And grew up on a beef cattle farm, working that with your folks, and you did that throughout your childhood and teenage years. That's awesome.
Yeah, yes, sir. That was one of the best times of my life. I tell a lot of the I work with youth for my day job, so that's one thing I tell them is if they can get any experience doing that, well, that'll shape their work ethic for the rest of their life. That's for sure.
Boy, isn't that the truth? That is hard work, and we sure thank the farmers. I love to eat beef, so you know, it steaks pretty high in the U.S. here too right now. But every chance we get, we'll splurge and buy some of that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I gotta have it at least a couple times a month anyway.
Yeah, same here. I love to grill out, and I did that in fact yesterday. So that is my passion. I love to cook out, and I'm glad to see this warmer weather. I bet you are too up there in Canada.
Yeah, it's been. We actually had a mild winter, but didn't get a whole lot of snow this year. Like right in southern Ontario, so there wasn't much here. But
yeah,
there's some cold days, and it's rainy season now. But yeah, it's starting to warm up, and the grass is getting green, so time to go fishing here pretty soon.
That is awesome. Yeah, we've talked about that in our first interview. There's a lot of fishing here in Branson, too. We've got the Tri-Lakes area. There's 3 lakes that come together here, and so that's a lot of fun as well. Well, I want to thank Darren Patrick Radio Promo and my good friend Robert Moody for setting up the interview again tonight. It is great to have you. And you grew up listening to country music legends, George Jones, Merle Haggard, Willie Nelson, Waylon, Conway, all of those. And that's some good people in the world of country music. Those songs that they made are timeless, aren't they?
Yeah, yes, sir. I don't ever get tired of them, and starting to, people telling me they're glad I'm still doing that traditional country music, and glad somebody's trying to keep it going. There's don't hear a whole lot of it on the mainstream no more, so we got to keep it going, and maybe it'll turn around and get back out there.
Boy, you're absolutely right. And that's kind of what Branson, Missouri was built on. In fact, Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard used to share a theater here in Branson years ago. The great Roy Clark had a theater here. Of course, Mickey Gilley for many years before he passed. Glenn Campbell. All of those guys had theaters here in Branson, and I really think it's number 2 to Nashville for the world of country music. And you said you spent some time in Nashville, but then your mom got really bad, and she ended up passing away, and you did a great thing by going back home to Canada and taking care of her. That is great stuff.
Yeah, I didn't even have a second thought. As soon as I found out, I went home and be with her as much as I can and help her with the fight. And she had a good fight through everything.
Yeah.
So still wishing there was a cure around somewhere.
Yeah, no kidding, and that is a tough thing, but you're doing a great thing by keeping her memory alive by making the country music that you make, and you met a gentleman by the name of Robbie Turner when you were in Nashville, and you guys became really close friends, and you started recording and writing with him. That is, tell us about him a little bit.
Yeah, I met Robbie there through a mechanic that I worked with. He was at I was working at a construction company there, and the mechanic, he went to church with Robbie, and they played Wednesdays and Sundays, and I didn't really know a whole lot about Robbie at the time. He just gave me his card because he had a studio, and we were looking to do some demos, and he needed to do a bit of recording, so I gave him a call and went to see him there, and then I really realized everything that he's been a part of and his whole career, and he's kind of they call him the legend. So he's a country music royalty that comes from these folks used to play for Hank Senior's band, and Robbie got playing when he was just a kid and recording by the time he was 12.
Wow.
And then he spent most of his career playing for Waylon Jennings and the Highwaymen. A bunch of artists. The most recent one was Chris Stapleton. He's on his first album there, and toured with him a couple of years, and he's had quite a career. And he's a really good dude. We became friends there, and. Every time I go back, we get to hang out and play some songs there over in, mostly hang out there over in Freeland area, Music City Bar and Grill. And
yeah.
They keep everything traditional over there. You don't really hear anything after 2000. Everything's definitely in the 90s, I guess, is about the latest songs they play there. So
yeah.
It's awesome. I love it.
I'm actually friends with the gentleman that owns that. I think Ronnie McDowell is his name. So, I see a lot of posts from the Music City Bar and Grill. That's one of the great venues in Nashville, and there's a bunch of them. And you guys did some open mic nights together, it said, and played guitar for some other artists too. So that is really neat stuff. Nashville is got it going on, absolutely. You also worked tirelessly, it says, in construction and transportation, things like that, to earn a living while you're doing your music, and that's the way most artists do it, and I say it all the time. They work so hard and tirelessly to fulfill this lifelong dream of making country music and hoping to have a big hit song one of these days. And these young gals, they work 2 or 3 jobs waitressing and doing whatever it takes to, and so that's just so commendable. You guys are working that hard.
Yeah, you gotta keep a living going too.
Yeah.
Some people get a chance to get a regular gig there, and working for tips, and they can make a living at it. But of course I had kids too, so it's kind of hard to not have a regular job when you gotta take care of everybody too. So.
Oh, absolutely, especially in this day and age, it just gets harder and harder. The price of everything just keeps going up and up. So That is commendable for sure. Now, you're doing your part, and I really appreciate this, is keeping traditional country music alive. You make some great traditional country, and ever since I've known you and we did our first radio interview, that's what I hear when I hear Jim Jacobs on the radio.
Oh, awesome. That's good to hear. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And you're also getting music airplay all over the country and all over the world. Australia, the UK country charts, Canadian Indie Country Countdown, of course. That's a real popular one. I see a lot of artists that I'm friends with on those charts. So that is getting your music noticed for sure.
Yeah. And, I'm glad Robert Moody there's been getting it out to the world. We got to focus on all the independent. You said there that you don't play traditional country on the mainstream anymore, so that's about the only way to keep it out there. Hopefully, get on more serious stations sometime too. So
yeah,
but I appreciate what you do there with your independent music stations and everyone else across over the globe too.
Well, we're glad to do it, and we're putting you out to 15 radio stations tonight. We got Belgium, 3 of them in Belgium, and 1 in Germany. We got Denver, Colorado. We got a bunch of them on board, and we appreciate them replaying the show. And I give them a big shout out every time I get ready to go on the air. But country music is universal, isn't it? And people love this brand of traditional country music like you make, and I'm not the only one, and there's a process to that too. I hear a lot of steel guitar in the intros of your song. As soon as some of them start playing, that's the first thing I hear, and I love that.
Yeah, I say that steel guitar is my favorite instrument. I wish I would have got one when I was a kid, and I was just happy to get a guitar though and learn on that. So,
yeah,
but yeah, there's so much emotion put into the song from a steel guitar, and I was honored to have Robbie play on it. And they done a great job, and he had all the best musicians in Nashville play on it too. So I was very happy to have them all on it as well. So.
Yeah, that is awesome. And I talk about that all the time with other traditional country music artists that I interview. That is a process, and there's certain instruments in there, and then the top-notch guys in Nashville, you get those behind you, and things just come together, and it sounds fantastic. You've got a new song called Drinking Again is your brand new single we're going to play first. Tell us about this one. There's not enough drinking songs in country music, right?
No, there'll never be enough.
Never.
So Drinking Again, it was actually written by a friend of mine, Mr. Murray Porter. He's from same place I am there, Six Nations, and I grew up watching him play in local bands, and he's had quite a few albums out himself. He's done a lot of writing over the years, and he's played in a lot of blues bands. He's mainly a blues artist, and then even as the song here was, considered blues, and I just a song that I always loved of his, and so I asked him one day if he minded if I were to record it on my album, and he was all for it. So he said, "Yeah, you go right ahead." So he really likes the version that we came up with, and we're hoping we can get it to a number 1, and that'll help him out too. So
absolutely. Well, we'll do our best to get it there for sure. We'll keep playing it on the radio, and and I get lots of requests actually for your music from other people in the chat room and stuff. So it's really awesome. Now,
wonderful.
Isn't it interesting in the world of country music that you can incorporate music from these other genres, like you mentioned blues in this song, and make it country sound out of it? That's cool.
Yeah, I was real glad how it turned out, and I'm a big Merle Haggard fan too, and he had a lot of saxophone in a bunch of his songs, and I never really heard it too much in anybody else's songs but Merle. So I was glad we were able to get a saxophone on there, and I was real happy with how it turned out. So
yeah. Well, I was happy to get it in my email, I'll tell you, and Robert Moody sent it to me here a while back, and yeah, it's fantastic. So we're going to play it for the folks, and then we're going to come back and talk a little bit more with Jim Jacobs on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
It's 2 in the morning. Where have the good times gone? Another empty glass lies waiting for that bartender's last call. And can you make it a double? And boys, ain't we having fun? But I can't help but wonder, will she still love me the same when she finds me drinking again? I made a promise to her, and I swore never again. But now I'm sitting on this bar stool. Here I am, I'm drunk again. How does this happen? I guess I blame it on my friend. But I can't help but wonder, will she still love me the same when she finds me drinking again? Finds out I've been drinking again, will she still love me till the bitter end? And will she take me back in her arms? Or will I wake up all alone and she'll be gone? I should have listened to her, and maybe she'd still be at home. And maybe I wouldn't be crying, staring at my telephone. We used to be so happy, and now it's just a memory. But I can't help but wonder, will she still love me the same when she finds me drinking again? Yeah, I can't help but wonder, will she still love me the same when she finds me drinking again?
His name is Jim Jacobs. That is his latest single. It is called Drinking Again, and a fantastic job on that one. Congratulations on the new single.
Thanks, Tim. I couldn't be more than happy to put that one out. See what happens here. Maybe we'll get that one to a number one. I was really happy with the last few there. You know, they got to 2, 3, and 4, and maybe this will be one.
Absolutely. Well, we hope they do as well as your other songs that we're going to play tonight. Over for Good's going to be the third one, and then Good Old Country Boy, we're going to play that too. That is real country music right there.
Well, thank you very much. You know, when I did the Good Old Country Boy, I had Alan Jackson in my head at the time. I thought maybe that'd be a good one for him to record sometime. So
yeah, hopefully
he'll hear that one too.
That is awesome. And it says that you also won your first award at the Summer Solstice Indigenous Music Awards back in June of 2023 in Ottawa. So you took home Country Album of the Year. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks very much. I was quite surprised to receive that. Well, even when I got a message there that I was nominated, I was, more than happy about that, and wasn't sure how I was going to pan out at the end there, but it turns out there's still a lot of traditional country music fans out there that voted it, and yeah, it ended up winning that album of the year. So I was up against some other great artists, and I know they were kind of doing some of the newer sound, and I wasn't sure how the rest of the industry is. It's all about the new stuff, and I didn't think I had a chance, but sure enough it did, so I couldn't have been more than happy.
Isn't that interesting that people are still listening for that kind of music and voting for that kind of music to make it in these award shows, and that shows that you're doing the right thing, because it says in your bio that you're definitely breathing new life into a genre who has become so repetitive that you can't hardly tell who's who anymore. And so if you haven't heard Jim Jacobs, it says you're missing out, and I totally agree with every bit of that.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Good to hear.
I drive down the road once in a while, taking a road trip, and I do put on mainstream radio, and I have the same issues. It's hard to tell who's who anymore. It all sounds so cookie cutter is what I call it. One artist sounds just like the other. But you are different, and you're breathing new life into traditional country music.
Well, thanks. I'm glad to hear that, and I'm glad to hear when, just last night I played some in Ottawa, Ontario, and a lot of people told me the same thing. They missed that, and they were glad somebody's still doing it and writing and that. I had a lady there tell me that she really loved the Over for Good song, so it always makes me feel good knowing that it's relating to people and that they're liking it also.
Yeah. Absolutely. It also said that you've had the pleasure of playing some festivals up there in Canada. You got anything planned for this year, maybe this summer, that's you're really looking forward to?
Yeah, there's a couple festivals going on. Just waiting to hear the final word on it. One's like in a way up north community, and so I should hear on that pretty soon. And we did one in Stony Creek last year. It was called Boots in the Creek, and I believe we're doing that one again this year.
Okay.
Yeah, there's quite a few. The more that the songs are starting to get some recognition, the more requests for live and festivals is coming in. So be happy about that too. So.
Well, the folks are in for a treat if they see Jim Jacobs live. I know that for a fact, and we're always in for a treat when you come and hang out with us on the radio program. It's been a pleasure to have you on again tonight, and I look forward to our next interview already and some new music from you. You're always fantastic to have on the program.
Oh, man. I appreciate that, Tim, and yeah, anytime you want to do it again, we'll get together and talk about some good country music again, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Absolutely, and we've got friends on our social media from all over up there where you're from, so if you are doing any of those festivals or anything that you want to promote, feel free to share those on our music pages too, just like we did getting ready for this radio interview tonight. That's why I created them, because the artist, that, like I said, country music is universal, and the artists play all over the country and all over the world. we got artists from the UK and Australia and all those places that you've been getting radio airplay that are playing in venues around the world. So share all of that on our pages. We'd love to have it.
Okay, yes, sir, I'll do it.
Sounds good, Jim. Well, where would you like folks to find you on social media if they want to check you out?
I'm on Facebook there. It's under Jim Jacobs. The Instagram, I'm on there. I can't remember. I think it's Jim Jacobs 57.
Okay.
And the music website is called JimJacobsMusic.com. So
that's
check
the
that
one.
out.
That's the one I'm on.
Awesome.
That sounds good. JimJacobsMusic.com, and go reach out to him and tell him you love traditional country music just like we do, and we'll sure keep playing it. That is for sure. We're going to play Good Old Country Boy now, and then Over for Good's going to kick off the top of the next hour of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
Well, it's Monday morning and back to the grind. I feel like hell, but I don't mind. 4 more days till the weekend's here, for good times, good friends, good love, and cold beer. 'Cause I'm good timing, good loving, unwinding, truck driving, yes, an unwinding truck driving, good timing, good loving, good old country boy. Wednesday's here and we're halfway there. 2 more days and we won't have a care. It seems so close, yeah, it's so far away. Oh my Lord, it's finally Friday. 'Cause I'm good timing, good loving, unwinding, truck driving, yes, unwinding, truck driving, good timing, good loving, good old country boy. Friday night and I'm out with the boys. A whole lot of fun and a whole lot of noise. The weekend's almost come to an end, but come next Friday we'll do it again. 'Cause I'm good timing, good loving, unwinding, truck driving, yes, unwinding, truck driving, good timing, good loving, good old country boy. Good timing, good loving, unwinding, truck driving, yes, an unwinding, truck driving, good timing, good loving, good old country boy.
Best in New Country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
She used to rush home at night when her shift was through, do everything just like she promised to. But things seemed to change when she turned to the wine. Oh, it feels like I've just lost this whole world of mine. I got a bad, bad feeling that it's over for good. I just can't believe you don't know how I could. After all your lies are telling me the truth, I've got a bad, bad feeling that it's over for good. I wish we could go back to the way we were then. Since the day I first met you, you've been my best friend. Oh Lord, please help me at all I can stand. Don't know how to go on being your man. Your pride is so strong, stronger than me, and I've tried my best to get you to see just what you've been doing to me. And the pain is so hard that it's killing me. I got a bad, bad feeling that it's over for good. I just can't believe you don't know how I could. After all your lies are telling me the truth, I've got a bad, bad feeling it's over for good.
He is my good friend from Canada, Jim Jacobs. That is called Over for Good, and we just played 3 in a row for him on a great night of music and a great interview. He sure makes some great traditional country music. Go check out my good friend Jim Jacobs and tell him Tim Kelly sent you. Vote for him in anything that he's got going on. If you love traditional country music, he sure makes it. Welcome to the second hour of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com, broadcasting from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We've got 2 more hours of this live show and lots of great country music to debut for you tonight, as well as another great radio interview. At the bottom half of this next hour, my good friend Crystal King from Nashville, Tennessee will join the program as well. This next artist is one of those young gentlemen trying to keep traditional country music alive, and I think he's doing a great job with this brand new single. It is a smash hit. He is a contestant on season number 20 of American Idol. He is Dan Marshall. This is called Heaven's Honky Tonk on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
There's a place up above, past the big white clouds and the footprints on the moon. It's filled with the truth. It's got Gibson guitars and no broken hearts, I just wish it wasn't so far, 'cause right now George Jones, Johnny Cash, and Chris Ledoux sitting up there talking in a corner booth. Haggards playing Mama Tried on an old bar stool. The bartender's turning water into whiskey. Everyone I love sipping cold beers are with me. I can see it now, the whole crowd singing along in heaven's honky-tonk. Every time I hear thunder, it makes me wonder if the bass drum is kicking a working man's blues, or the sound of the hardwoods meeting Granddaddy's boots. Is he spinning Grandma around on the floor? That's a dance he's waited so long for. And right now, George Jones, Johnny Cash, and Chris Ledoux sitting up there talking in a corner booth. Haggards playing Mama Tried on an old bar stool. The bartender's turning water into whiskey. Everyone I love sipping cold beers are with me. I can see it now, the whole crowd singing along in heaven's honky-tonk. When our wells run dry and our hearts beat their final tune, best believe we'll be sitting next to George Jones, Johnny Cash, and Chris Ledoux sitting up there talking in a corner booth. Haggards playing Mama Tried on an old bar stool. The bartender's turning water into whiskey. Everyone I love sipping cold beers are with me. I can see it now, the whole crowd singing along. Heaven's honky-tonk. Heaven's honky-tonk.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
No play, and you ain't living when you're living that way. It's Friday night, you gotta learn to relax. We're letting all the fun fall through the cracks. You need a cold beer and a country song, a small town girl that wants to dance along. Maybe a tailgate in a hayfield or a hardwood floor with a honky-tonk feel to get you feeling right. Man, you can't go wrong if you start with a cold beer and a country song. Get the quick stack for a six-pack, you're ready to go. Or head to Scully, say set 'em up, Joe. There's a bonfire right off Shallow Creek Road. Just keep on driving and look for the glow. You need a cold beer and a country song, a small town girl that wants to dance along. Maybe a tailgate in a hayfield or a hardwood floor
country song. Oh, somebody pass me a cold one.
New country sounds like this.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR, Indie Country Radio.
I woke up this morning on the wrong side. Reached out to find myself alone. Half-empty bottle by the nightstand is half the reason that she's gone. I met her down in Mexico. Two lovers walking down a dead-end road. I could hear her saying that I'm hard to hold as I lit a match to a goodbye note. And it feels like freedom, it feels like home. On this highway, even with you gone, and the shoulder's wide where things don't go. It feels like freedom, like home. I got wheels for my horses, 6-string and tow. Time to breathe now, room to grow. I was scared of those words, watching her leave. Yeah, till that day came and hell, it rescued me. And it feels like freedom, it feels like home.
His name is Bradley Hale. He is also a great Canadian artist, and I want to thank Lauren Tutty from Lauren Tutty Promotions in Canada for sending him my way. His latest single is called Feels Like Home. That is the title track to his latest album, and it was released on April the 30th, so only a couple of weeks old. Congratulations, Bradley Hale. That is a fantastic song, and we'd love to hear more from you as well. Before that, Jake Francis, my new Facebook friend, with his latest single called Cold Beer and a Country Song. Well, I've got the country songs. If you bring the beer, we're going to have a party tonight on this New Music Friday. Absolutely. And another great radio interview coming up with my good friend from Crystal King from Nashville, Tennessee. That is coming up shortly. This next artist was a former contestant on American Idol as well. His name is Tyler Booth. His latest single is called All This Could Be Yours on The Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
You sure are mighty pretty, dressed up like you're from the city. Probably not as Keith Whitley as me. Got a dog I call Waylon, a hands-on education, few acres worth of farm dirt on these jeans. I say yes man the name, my old truck can use some paint. Girl, I only came in here for one or two. Right now all I see is you smiling back at me. Here goes, I got nothing to lose. All this could be yours if you want it. You can drink on it or slide your hand in mine, and you can sign off on it. You can take some country home for a kiss. All this could be yours. PBR blue collar, a kickback sunset watcher, came pulling a bobber on a creek. And I'm less than outstanding when it comes to dancing. If you're looking for a man with two left feet, all this could be yours if you want it. You can drink on it or slide your hand in mine, and you can sign off on it. You can take some country home for a kiss. All this could be yours. You can take some country home for a kiss. These old boots might be the missing shoe that fits. All this could be yours. All this could be yours.
Nobody knows new country
like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Don't hate me, 'cause I choose to be different. Don't hate me for the way I live my life. Don't hate me for following my dreams when everybody's giving up the fight. Why can't we get along? Why are you always acting nice? Then you go running up and down this town, spreading all your lies. Then use your words to cut me down. They say misery loves company, but who's got time for that anyhow? Why can't we get along? Why are you always acting nice? Then you go running up and down this town, spreading all your lies. Why are you always smiling?
She is my good friend McKenna Faith Winters from Machesney Park, Illinois, and that is her latest single. It is called Backbiting, right here on the Tim Kelly Show. New country's best, ladies and gentlemen. You're hearing it tonight, that is for sure. Well, about a week ago, I got something really cool in the mail. I posted it on all of our social media. It's a cool t-shirt entitled Tired of the Rain for the latest song that I'm getting ready to play from Larry Dino. If you are tired of the rain, well, I'm sorry. It's going to be a great weekend here in Branson, but come Sunday night, we got a forecast for more, and you can check out the full weekly weather forecast if you're planning a trip to Branson right on the homepage of our website at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. Get your Tired of the Rain t-shirts from this gentleman in Arkansas, Larry Dino. Here it is right now on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
It's Saturday morning, hotter than hell. Been cutting the grass. Took a little break, hollered at the neighbor, gonna share a few laughs. She must have saw me through the window. She come out like a flash, shaking her finger at me, saying, this ain't gonna last. Tired of the rain. She's a thunderstorm again. The clouds came rolling in. It's a downpour with heavy winds. I'm tired of the rain. Monday morning comes, I'm back at work, hanging with the guys. Looked out the window and all I could see were the pretty blue skies. She must have known that I was happy. Showed up at my work yelling at me. I stood there like a fool trying to keep my cool while the guys were staring at me. I'm tired of the rain. She's a thunderstorm again. The clouds came rolling in. It's a downpour with heavy winds. I'm tired of the rain. Well, I made it through the week, it's Friday night. I want to take her out to dinner and make everything alright. But she was looking for a fight. My senses kicked in and said, flight. Don't look like we're gonna make it right. I'm eating bologna tonight. Tired of the rain. She's a thunderstorm again. Clouds came rolling in. It's a downpour with heavy winds. Every time I try to do the right thing, she starts squawking at me again. One of these days, lightning's gonna strike. Be single again. I'm tired of the rain. You think maybe if I bought her an umbrella, I might get lucky?
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
She comes down the stairs in a green sundress, rose gold necklace I gave her on, long hair bouncing off her sunglasses. Man, she really turns me on. Parasol resting on her shoulder, hops in my truck, $1 million smile. She said, baby, where are we going? I said, let's get lost for a while. I wanna roll with you, stroll with you, run around the storm with you. Lay your head down on me, baby.
t-shirt. Go back to bed laying in my arms, talking for hours about your dreams and wishes. Let's take the long way home. I wanna roll with you, flow with you, wanna rock and roll with you. We got a good thing, baby, making all our dreams come true. I wanna roll, I wanna roll with you. 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 I'm craving your love, baby. So when you calling home to me, 'cause I wanna roll with you, stroll with you, run around the storm with you. I wanna roll with you, flow with you, wanna rock and roll with you. We got a good thing, baby, making all our dreams come true. Making all our dreams come true. Everything you do, I do, so I wanna roll with you. 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 With you. I wanna roll with you. I wanna roll with you. I wanna roll with you.
His name is Timothy James, and that is called Roll With You. You can check out the video to that great song on ICTV. That is Indie Country Television. Hit that ICTV tab at the top of the homepage of our website at KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. You're listening to Today's Country with Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. And we have a special guest tonight by the name of Crystal King on this live show. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm great. Good to have you back on the program. It's been a minute since we've talked.
Oh my gosh, it sure has. I
Yeah.
feel like it's been like at least 3 years. I feel like I was back in my townhome whenever I talked to you last.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, your song Slow Love was the song that made the connection between me and you a while back, and I'm going to play that for you tonight. And a couple of your other songs, your brand new song, House Fire, is awesome. We've got the video to it on our TV channel, ICTV. It's Indie Country Television. That's playing on our website 24/7. And you're getting lots of great reviews on that song, by the way.
Oh, yay. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
That means the world. We worked really hard on that one.
Absolutely.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, folks are really loving that. You grew up in a small town, I guess a small town in North Carolina, and Hickory, North Carolina. How big a town is that?
Oh gosh. I'm not sure how big the population is right now. It's actually not as small as people think it is.
Uh-huh.
It's one of those. It's a smaller city, but it is. It's a city, so it's got some things there.
Yep.
It's not like middle of nowhere, but it is really funny because whenever I've brought friends home, they've always been like, "No, Crystal, this is definitely still small town."
Yeah. Well, I tell you, I'm in Branson, Missouri, and they call this the live show capital of the world, but this town is a lot smaller than everybody thinks. It's only a population of a little over 10,000 that actually live in Branson, but millions of people come here every year because of the shows and the tourism, and there's just so much to do and see. And then, the Ozark Mountains, there's Silver Dollar City, the theme park. They actually own Dollywood, too, in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, the same theme park. So, yeah, it's a good time here in Branson. We always have fun.
I've been to Branson one time. We went on one of those timeshare pitch trips.
I used to sell those. I pitched them for a while.
We were like, cheap vacation? Okay, we can send her some pitches.
Absolutely. Well, we still love it here in Branson and love playing your music and you guys independent artists. Tomorrow night on a Saturday night, I'll be doing the show live from the Pierce Arrow Theater before the Nashville Roadhouse Live show kicks off. So that's been a fun deal. And
nice.
We need to get you to Branson so you can perform for these folks.
I would love that. I think my aunt is actually has a place out in that area, so she's been trying to get me out there. But you made me curious. I had to look it up.
Yeah.
Hickory is 43,000.
43,000. Okay, yeah, that's a small town.
It's not that big.
It says in your bio, your next door redneck with storytelling songs that will make you laugh. That is about you, and it's from my good friend Kirsty Krause, who I'm going to be interviewing again on this program. I've had her on many times, and I see that you guys have co-written together.
We sure have. We met each other we both moved to town around the same time and met each other at a writer's round, and we wrote a couple of times together, but the past 2 years, she's become one of my best friends, and we actually have been touring a lot together and collaborate as much as we can.
That is awesome. I look forward to interviewing her. She's great. She's got a brand new song out that I just played last Friday, too, so we look forward to having her back on the program. Now, it says at 3 years old, you caught a snippet of an Alan Jackson song, and the rest is history, and that is kind of how we met. I caught a snippet of Slow Love that we're going to play tonight, and the rest is history. We're on our second radio interview now. So, boy, Alan Jackson, he's really good, but at 3 years old, huh?
Yeah, my mom and Dad didn't really listen to a lot of country, but I just happened, they were scanning the stations, and I heard a little bit of Alan Jackson, and I was like, "Hey, stop! That's what I want to listen to." Yeah. And I just knew at an early age that was my thing. So
yeah.
It's kind of funny because I don't feel like I was like super influenced by like my parents' music. I just kind of had a gut for what I liked.
Yeah.
Super early.
It says it's in your bones. There's no stopping that.
Nope.
Yep, that's awesome. You followed that love of music to college, it says, where you studied music therapy. Now, tell us about that. Appalachian State University, by the way. What is music therapy? I know it's therapeutic when you listen to it.
Yes. So, and I'll have to correct you because everybody at App State will fuss at you. It's Appalachian in that region.
Appalachian.
Yeah, I remember one time a news reporter at a football game said Appalachian, and the entire football stadium goes, "It's Appalachian," like all in one. So yeah, I studied music therapy, and it's essentially just like using music as a therapeutic tool. So I've worked in a hospital as well as a psychiatric facility, nursing homes. I've done several different parts of the music therapy outlets, but it's basically like I usually drumming, songwriting, music listening is just kind of a way to process emotions, learn better coping skills.
Uh-huh.
And there's also, especially in the hospital setting, using it for relaxation, pain management. There's also a lot of neurological things you can use it for, as far as like if people have Parkinson's or stroke.
Wow.
Helping with the speech and the walking. Like it's really cool. But yeah, I studied that. I worked in it for a while. I actually still have a job. Like, don't work very often, but I still have a job in music therapy. And while I do love that, my passion just was still like eating at me that I wanted to pursue being an artist. But I do keep my foot in the door in that world.
Yeah, that is awesome. Your music is described as 90s with a little bit of folk, country, blues, and rock all mixed in. Tell us about that. And I see some of your influences too, like Alan Jackson, the Dixie Chicks, Leanne Womack, Willie Nelson, Eric Church, Chris Stapleton, Ashley McBride. That's everything good there.
Yeah, so all my early stuff that I released was definitely very honky-tonk. And this new project, so I finished a 7-song project called Pretty Poison. It's only available on CD right now, but I'm releasing singles off of it. So my most recent song, House Fire, and the one before that, Red Wine and White Lies, are both from that project. And they definitely still have that like true country sound. You can definitely hear some honky-tonk in there, but but also, like I said, I love like Eric Church, Chris Stapleton, Ashley McBryde, and a lot of them do kind of that like cross-genre blend. Like I feel like they all keep their roots in country music, but they do have, you know, a little bit of blues or a little bit of rock kind of mixed in, or some folk storytelling songs. So I think in this new project, I definitely explored that and mixed a little bit more.
Yeah.
But still, I think if anybody listened to it, they would be like, that's country. But
absolutely,
you can definitely hear a little bit more of those influences as well.
I love that. You know, I grew up on 80s music, but I married my first wife was from southeast Oklahoma, real close to Texas, and it was that 90s country that got me too, and most of those guys from Oklahoma, like Vince Gill and the great Toby Keith that we just recently lost, and then of course Garth and Garth Brooks and those guys really is what made me want to do country radio, and I've been doing it ever since. Now it also says that the great Loretta Lynn, who we recently lost too, is your alter ego. She was fantastic.
You know, and I think she's kind of become like a newer influence for me. You know, I didn't really grow up on a lot of like classic country. You know, I liked like Willie Nelson, and like George Jones and stuff, but I did listen to more 90s, not a lot of like the super classic stuff. So I always liked Loretta Lynn, but I didn't really like grow up on her music. But I think it's sort of been a more recent thing that I've started listening to a lot more of her stuff, because everybody kept telling me that my songwriting is similar to her style, which is that like kind of tongue-in-cheek sass, you know, not afraid to say what I'm thinking sort of a feel. So now that people have told me that, I've been like delving more and more into her music, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm feeling this. She's definitely like my alter ego.
That's awesome. You know, her granddaughter is keeping the tradition alive in country music in Loretta's name, and then also Conway Twitty's grandson, Loretta's granddaughter and Conway's grandson got together and did a great duet together. If folks haven't checked that out, you need to check that out on YouTube. It is really well done. So yeah, they got the gene, that's for sure, in country music.
That's amazing. I'm going to have to check that one out.
Yeah, got passed down to the grandkids, that is for sure. You have performed on iconic stages in Nashville, like the Bluebird Cafe, the Listening Room, Tootsie's Orchid Lounge. When did you make the move to Nashville?
It's about 6 years ago. Actually, it might be a little over that now. I think the summer might be 7. So I'm coming up on my a few years away from my 10-year town mark. But yeah, I moved from North Carolina, and it's been great. I've really enjoyed being in this area and just being surrounded by like-minded people and creative people and country music.
Yeah, that is awesome. And you've also got to play on several festivals with headliners like Walker Hayes, and he had that big song here a while back, you know, included Applebee's in there and everything. We love that. And Craig Morgan and Christian Bush, Meeting of the Minds is who she is, and then Beth Nelson Chapman, she wrote The Kiss by Faith Hill. That's stuff I was playing when I started radio back in 1999.
Oh, yes. So, yeah, it's been an honor to get to play some of those festivals and, you know, see some of those big headliners. Definitely inspirational of what we're aspiring to, and, you know, hoping to get more and more festivals and more, you know, direct opening act situations in the future.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I was mentioning to you about Branson, the Nashville Roadhouse Live show, which I'll be performing before there tomorrow night, doing the radio show. And they've won Best Show in Branson for 5 years in a row. And Stevie Lee Woods is the headliner, but he's also had some of the artists that I play on the radio come in and get to perform. And they also have a TV show that they're doing now. It's a 30-minute variety TV show, so they'll be filming for that again. And you get to tell your story of country music like we're doing here on the radio and perform for the folks. So we'd love to see if we can help you schedule out something on that. And love to see you in Branson and meet you in person.
Yeah, let's do it.
That'll be fun. Let's talk about songwriting a little bit. Now, we mentioned that you have co-written with my good friend Christy Krause, who I'm getting ready to interview. Songwriting, tell us about your style, and do you have to hear the hook of the song, or are you lyric-based, or how do you do it?
It's kind of a combination, but I tend to be a hook writer. You know, I usually tend to be kind of like an idea person as far as like a clever play on words or just some sort of cool title or cool line, or maybe it's just the idea of like what the story should be about. But I tend to lean into that and be almost a lyric first person. Sometimes it's different though. Sometimes there'll be a musical inspiration, or sometimes I go into a write and we have some cool lines and we're really not sure where we're heading with it, but we just write it out and see what happens. And, you know, usually it's something cool, but 9 times out of 10, I tend to be like a hook writer.
Okay. Well, you got a cool title of a song that's going to be our third one we're going to play for you tonight. It's going to kick off the top of the next hour, called You Had Me at Double Wide. I love that one.
Yeah, that was the very first song I released. So it's been several years ago, but it's still one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love it. Made me think of Sammy Kershaw, his song about You're Queen of My Double Wide Trailer.
Yes.
And we got a lot of those kind of, you might call them rednecks here in Branson too. Actually, Stevie Lee Woods, he covers that song that Blake Shelton did about the rednecks, you know, the boys around here song, and he asked, is there any rednecks in the crowd? And, you know, of course there are. and I was around a lot of them in southeast Oklahoma and Texas, and so they're going to love your style.
Oh, yes, I love it.
Yeah,
my friend calls me like her next door redneck, or that's Kirsty that does that. And,
yeah.
You know, so yeah. So I guess I just have to own it.
Well,
I can't be. I'm not cool enough to be hip and with the cool kids, but I'll just own the redneck.
Yep.
Aside.
Well, those are the fun people. Actually, when you're going to go out and party with somebody like that, they're the ones that'll be the fun ones to hang out with.
Exactly.
And it's always a party on a Friday night when we're doing this show too, and that's what I love, to pick good music that fits into that, because it's getting you ready for the weekend, and we want everybody to have a great weekend. And this weekend we get to spring forward. Actually, Saturday night at 2 a.m. We're going to spring forward, and the weather's hopefully going to cooperate too. We're going to get some rain probably, but it's sure warming up, and that is great to see, and that way you can get out and start performing again at some of these festivals and doing some outdoor events again.
Yeah, we just got back from Florida. We were actually snowbirding down there for a week or two, and so now we're back in Nashville, but yeah, excited for warmer weather and all the music festivities to kick off again.
Absolutely. Well, we got a music festivity tonight, playing 3 of your songs. The first one we want to talk about is your brand new single, which I mentioned earlier has a video to it. You guys got to check it out. It's on our TV channel at ICTV or Indie Country Television, and just hit that tab at the top of our website. But it is called Housefire. Tell us about this one.
Yeah, so this one I wrote with my friend Stephanie Joyce. I was just joking with a friend because I always tend to like release kind of more fun or sassy, upbeat stuff. With the exception of Slow Love and Cowboys and Whiskey, which are love songs, but they're still kind of upbeat and feel good. And this one, I kind of went polar opposite, and I think I may have released the most depressing song in the world, but but it's definitely a super meaningful one for me. I think it's important for me as a writer and performer to not pigeonhole myself. I want to show that I can write the silly and sassy stuff, but I can also get serious when need be. So this one actually did start out not with the hook, but with a line, the I don't smoke, but I got a lighter line.
I was just going to mention that. That's the one I remember, because I'm the same way. I don't smoke, but I got a lighter.
So I just kind of had that in my hook book, and I wasn't really sure what to do with it. I was like, it needs to be a song about fire, but I don't know where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
So I took it to my friend Stephanie, and she actually had a title called Housefire, and just had this idea of like somebody just being like unhappy and restless, and just kind of wanting to like burn it down. So we sort of mushed those two things together, so we both had ideas that we didn't know what to do with. So we kind of brought those two together and created the song. And I don't think in the writing it was something I thought about as much, but afterwards, I think honestly that song was kind of therapeutic for me, because at the time I was working a lot more in music therapy, and I was taking on a lot of people's stories and a lot of people's emotions. And I think that song was kind of a way for me to like process those feelings and be like, okay, you know what? It's okay to sit in this like sad state, And there is also, I think the song's up for interpretation, but there's also sort of this like empowerment in the song where they're like, you know what, I'm going to just take charge and we're just going to burn this thing down and start over. So there is sort of this feeling of redemption and coming back from those emotions too in the song.
That is awesome. I love doing these interviews to hear the stories behind the songs. I mean, it's a simple one-word title, House Fire. What is that about? And you just explained it, and the song really is, it does a great job of telling that story, and I love that. And then you get to see it visually and making a video, and isn't that a cool process?
Oh, yeah, that was so fun. Stephanie's one of my favorite writers. She actually co-wrote 3 of the songs on the album. She's just a lyrical genius and, not afraid to dig deeper. There's so many writers that are great writers, but they're all about writing the commercial thing. And me and her were definitely on the same page of like, we don't care if it's a commercial song. We just want to write a good song.
Uh-huh.
And I did the photo shoot for this song. It's called, I'm pronouncing it wrong because it's French and I'm a redneck, but it's like Les Maisons or something in Nashville. And it's this house, and this lady decorates all these different rooms for photo shoots and video shoots. So I'd found it online. We went there for a photo shoot, and the photos just I felt like they captured the song's essence perfectly. So whenever it came time for the video, I used my friend Dylan Reeves of Reeves Media. I called him up and I was like, hey, we did this photo shoot. I'm just going to send you these photos. And I think that's our video. I think these images are exactly what I want in the video. So we just went to the house. He was a one-man team. I had my friend come out, Kirsty, and she, did my hair and makeup and fetched things for me. She was my little assistant for the day. But Dylan was a one-man team, captured the lighting and just the images really perfect. So we knocked that thing out in 3 hours. It was super, super quick. But we had a blast doing it, and I think it really captured the essence of the song.
Man, I loved it, and when I saw the video come out, I'd already had the song and played it a couple of times, and I saw the video to the song, and I've had this TV channel for several years now, and I had it down for a little bit trying to rebrand it, and we got it back up and running, and I was like, I got to add this one. This is excellent. So
yeah, I was so excited when you messaged me about that. That was super cool.
So much hard work goes into making a 4-minute song, doesn't it?
It does. It does. People have no idea the amount of work and just time and money that goes into those 4-minute songs. So just a reminder to love on your favorite local artist. Because yes, we do have fun and we do get to play music and do what we love, but we're also we're that career that every dime that we make goes back into the music that we're putting out.
Absolutely.
So just make sure you're buying their music and everything.
But one of the benefits of being an independent artist, and I've played those now for the last 12 years, is that, not having a label, you get to make this kind of music, the music that moves you and is therapeutic to you and that you want to put out to the world.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely some pros and cons to being an independent artist, but that is definitely one of the things I love is I get to choose what music I'm putting out into the world, and I get to have, that artistic control. And, I think even when, life will definitely be easier when I have a team with money and they're telling me where to go when, but I think I would like to still always try to keep, my hand in that creative process. I don't ever want to be removed from that piece of it.
Absolutely. It's called creative control. I've got control of a mouse right now. I'm going to click on your song and we're going to play it for the folks. It is called House Fire from Crystal King on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
I could say that I'm lonely, could say that I'm bored, but on the wrinkles, press the collar and just put it in the drawer. I could say that I'm restless, or that I'm not in love, so I do my best to pick
pick up the mess and sweep it all under the rug. Call it good enough. I don't smoke, but I got a lighter. I ain't sick, but I got pills. Up till now, I haven't used them, but maybe someday I will. Don't drink, but I got bourbon sitting in the closet in the back. I don't smoke, but I got a lighter. Someday I'm gonna start a house fire. He leaves for work and doesn't say anything. The weatherman says it's gonna be another rainy day. So I put on my lipstick, take a long look in the mirror, and try not to think about the next 30 years. How the hell I got here. I don't smoke, but I got a lighter. I ain't sick, but I got pills. Up till now, I haven't used them, but maybe someday I will. I don't drink, but I got bourbon sitting in the closet in the back. I don't smoke, but I got a lighter. Someday I'm gonna start a house just a single flame could burn it down. I don't smoke, but I got a lighter. I ain't sick, but I got pills. Up till now, I haven't used them, but maybe someday I will. Don't drink, but I got bourbon sitting in the closet in the back. I don't smoke, but I got a lighter. Someday I'm gonna start a house Gonna start a house
Once again, her name is Crystal King. She is hanging out with us tonight on the radio, and that is a fantastic song called House Fire and a great video to it. You guys could go check that out on our TV channel. It's ICTV Indie Country Television, or check it out on YouTube, and fantastic job on that, Crystal.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So what's your, you got some projects as a singer-songwriter. I know you got some projects in the can and unrecorded songs. You probably got a bunch of them, don't you?
I do. So like I said, I finished a 7-song project. So we have 2 of the songs out now, Red Wine and White Lies and House Fire. I'm going to release 2 more from that, and then we'll release the full project.
Awesome.
So we have 5 more songs
that
right
is awesome.
there. And I also have one that's actually getting mixed right now for after that. So, and I already have more that I want to record as soon as possible.
There you go. Well, you know where I live. Hit me up anytime, and we'd love to do another radio interview with you anytime. I love talking to you. It's always a pleasure. And I just found out off the air we were talking, and you're into radio too. You're doing something in radio. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I'm DJing on Saturdays and Sundays for Radio Margaritaville. It's Jimmy Buffett's station on Sirius XM. So I'm DJing like morning, mid-afternoons on the weekends there.
Okay.
so me and Kirsty were touring in Florida and just kind of got involved in the Parrot Head community kind of by accident. We didn't know that it was this like whole thing. Like culturally, there was the Parrot Heads, which were the Jimmy Buffett fans, but then they sort of stemmed off and created this whole trop rock genre, and with Parrot Head meetings and festivals and house concerts, and this whole big thing. And I just happened to meet some of the folks on Radio Margaritaville, and threw it out that I had some radio experience, and just one thing kind of led to another. But it was a super cool thing, because I had done radio in the past, but just in Nashville, just didn't really find the right opportunity. You probably know how it is in radio. Either they're super corporate, or they are super small and don't pay anything.
That's how we operate.
Yeah, so it was hard to find the right opportunity that was worth my time, since music's always going to be kind of my first priority. And this one just sort of fell into place. Like it's kind of been a dream of mine to eventually have a radio show again. And this just sort of fell in my lap, and I couldn't be more thrilled with it. I think when things are supposed to happen, the opportunity arises. So I felt good about that.
That's why I'm still doing this. Hopefully the right ears get on this program, and it'd be great to be on Sirius XM. Actually, I've got a friend, Danielle Peck, who does radio, and I've played her on the radio. She's also an artist, and she's on a station called Y2 Country. It's channel 57 over there, and I listen to her all the time. And then your buddy, of course, the great Alan Jackson, recorded that great duet of 5 O'Clock Somewhere with Jimmy Buffett. So we've loved that song for years. And then
Alan was like kind of the reason I discovered Jimmy Buffett. Really was listening to their duet stuff.
And then I got a good friend by the name of Stormy Warren, who was on Sirius XM The Highway for years. He handed me a couple of radio awards at the Wild Horse Saloon back in 2016. And I really didn't, that night of the award show, really know who he was, because I didn't listen to Sirius XM. And they kind of got started kind of like I'm doing. They started as internet radio like that. And then it just it went to that paid subscription big time thing. And now he is working for Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks has several radio stations on an app called TuneIn, which you can also hear the Tim Kelly Show on as well. But so it's a pretty neat thing to do, isn't it? Radio's a lot of fun.
It is. It's so much fun.
Yep, and you get to talk about whatever, just like we've done tonight, and we have talked about a lot of stuff, so it's been a pleasure having you on, and we're going to play a couple more of your songs. The next one is the first one I ever heard, just a snippet of Slow Love, and I was hooked. I love a great ballad in the world of country music, and tell us about this one. How did it come about?
I wrote this one with my friend John Hemingway, and I honestly wasn't even thinking about putting it out at first. But John wanted to get some demos done. So we went into the studio and we recorded it as a demo, and I thought I was just going to use it for pitching to other artists. But it just turned out so well that I was like, you know what? I think this is going to be my song. Like, I think this fits, and it's different from what I've done before. So that's kind of how that one came about. It was also during COVID, or during just that time. So it was just nice to have some things ready to go in my arsenal. And we wound up doing a music video for this. It was my very first music video. And it was just me and my husband, and then our videographer, who was Scott Clark, and he's a good friend of ours. And he had done a lot of film work before, but he'd never done a music video. So we were all brand new to this and figuring it out together. But it turned out really cool, and it was definitely special to have my husband in a love song video with me.
That is awesome. I have seen that video many times. In fact, we had that on the TV channel when it first came out, and then I've rebranded it, and I'm trying to keep videos on there that are about a year or less that have been made, and so that's why we got House Fire on there now. It's your brand new one, and we're same way with the music. The fresher it is, the more I like it. I see all the time videos or audio come across my YouTube feed because of the TV channel. That song is 4 days old, and I'm like, man, this is good. It's got to be on the radio. know, so I reach out to the artist and tell them who I am, and it freaks them out when a radio guy is getting ready to play their stuff. They don't know what to do. So,
well, I'm gonna have another music video for you probably in May.
Okay.
So I'll let you know. It's one about murdering my husband now. So.
Okay, there you go. Ooh, can't wait to hear that. Awesome. Well, this has been a blast. We're going to play Slow Love, and then You Had Me at Double Wide's going to kick off the top of the next hour, which is coming right up. Where would you prefer folks to reach you on social media?
All of my handles are Crystal King Music, and it's Crystal with a K. And my website's kind of my one-stop shop, to be honest. So you can sign up for emails, or you can just go check it out and see my tour stuff or links to social media. And it's crystalkingmusic.com.
All right, I've been on it the whole time, and you got a great bio on there too. And so we love that. It's well done. That's actually the first thing I'm looking for. Is the story behind the song. I want a great bio on the website. You got a great one, and it's been real easy talking to you, and I didn't even finish the whole bio, ask any questions about that, but we have spent 30 minutes of just having a great time catching up, and come back anytime. I'd love to talk to you again.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Have a great spring, and hopefully one of these days we'll see you in Branson. I'll get you that info, and we love the music, and they will love you in Branson.
Oh, yay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Her name is Crystal King. This is Slow Love on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New country's best on a New Music Friday.
There ain't much to do in this small town, but hooking up and settling down. So there's some things that you should know from the start. I'm not looking for a one-night fling, not ready for a diamond ring. I want someone who's willing to win my heart, so I hope it's fine if I take my time. I want a slow love, like a long dirt road after dusk, on a sunny night drive, losing track of time, just the two of us. The perfect moment. Tell me, can you get used to this? No need to rush. I want a slow love, like swaying to an old country song and staying up all night as you go on and on about growing up, working on your daddy's farm. I wanna know everything about you, behind the scars and that tattoo. All I got is time.